In college, my roommate never slept. Not insomnia, slept. I mean never. Lights on, laptop glowing, sitting upright at 3 a.m. like the night couldn't touch him. At first, we joked about it, said he was grinding too hard or addicted to caffeine. He laughed along, always calm, always alert, like sleep was optional for him. But after a few weeks, it stopped being funny. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, and he'd be in the same position, same chair, same stare, not scrolling, not studying, just sitting there, breathing slowly, eyes open. If I asked why he wasn't sleeping, he'd shrug and say, "I'll sleep later." Later never came. The weird part was how afraid he looked when morning arrived. Most people relax at sunrise. He tensed up, his hand shook slightly. He avoided mirrors. Once, when I joked, "Man, you look like you saw a ghost," his face went pale. He whispered, "I hope not." One night, I finally asked him straight up, "What happens when you sleep?" He didn't answer immediately. He turned off the light, sat on the edge of his bed, and said quietly, "I don't always wake up as myself." That's when the truth came out. He used to sleep normally, until one night, years ago, he woke up standing in his childhood home, holding a knife. No memory of getting there. No memory of picking it up. His parents found him shaking, crying, completely unaware of what he'd done. Doctors called it sleepwalking, stress, trauma. They said it was rare, but possible. What they didn't tell him was how much fear that possibility plants in your head. He became terrified of sleep, afraid that if he lost control again, he'd hurt someone, afraid of waking up to consequences he couldn't remember earning. So he did the only thing that felt safe. He stayed awake. Energy drinks, cold showers, music blasting at night, anything to keep consciousness glued in place. His grades slipped, his health collapsed, but he preferred exhaustion over guilt, because being tired was survivable, being dangerous wasn't. The night he finally broke, I found him on the floor, barely conscious. Ambulance lights filled our room. Doctor said his body had forced sleep on him. He cried when he heard that. Not from relief, from fear. He moved out after that. Got help. Real help this time. Therapy, monitoring, medication. Months later, he texted me one sentence. "I slept for 6 hours last night. No dreams. No movement. I woke up safe." I still think about him whenever I can't sleep, because sometimes, people don't stay awake because they're ambitious or restless. Sometimes they stay awake because sleep feels like giving up control. And sometimes, the bravest thing a person does isn't facing the day. It's finally closing their eyes and trusting themselves not to become someone they're afraid of.